To all my friends in Argentina, I will be on rescate and emotivo.
Hoy más que nunca, Argentina y Brasil, unidos por TAM. Desde ahora todos los días, más bonito. Con la tarjeta Río también te toca ahorrar. Pedí tu tarjeta Río.
Come with me. Can you come with me? That's it. Come on, sit down. Over here. Come on. It's okay. That's it. That's it. Sit down. That's it. You're okay now. You're okay. You're okay.
I love TV. I used to watch all movies. I used to watch Hercules movies. I used to watch many different TV shows because I had a very lonely childhood. Well, I began about 12 years old because close to birth I've lost 80% of my hearing. I had trouble speaking, so I wanted to do something to give me strength. So my friends had weights, and I used to work out with the weights. I used to like the feeling how my muscle felt. I did like getting stronger, so it made me realize that I could become better friends with my body. And I was getting bigger and bigger, and I just like, you know, build to have big muscles because it reminded me of the comic book. I wanted to be like that. Was to be a hero. I've always wanted to be the Hulk because I used to be Hulk comic book all the time, Spider-Man, but constantly Hulk comic book. And I used to dream of being the Hulk and everything. So later in life, when I won all the bodybuilding championship competitions, I ended up getting the audition and became the Hulk. It was like a dream coming true. Mr. Universe twice, Mr. America, and also Mr. International. I've won many, many titles.
Dr. David Banner, physician, scientist, searching for a way to tap into the hidden strengths that all humans have. Then an accidental overdose of gamma radiation alters his body chemistry. And now when David Banner grows angry or outraged, a startling metamorphosis occurs.
The show is about Bill Bixby, that he experimented with the gamma rays and everything because he lost his wife in a car accident. And he was angry because he couldn't save her. He experimented with the gamma rays, and what happened was like an overreaction. And then he realized that if he got angry, he'd lost his control, and he became the Hulk. He became this big creature called the Hulk.
The creature is wanted for a murder he didn't commit. David Banner is believed to be dead, and he must let the world think that he is dead until he can find a way to control the raging spirit that dwells within him.
It was great because when I went down for the screen test, they said we had to paint you green, and I didn't want to get painted green because, you know, I want to waste my time. They said, we'll pay you. I said, okay. They paid me a fee, and they got me made green. They said, you have to go in front of the camera because they needed somebody to play the Hulk. They were very nervous because they needed somebody to look just like the comic book. So when they put the makeup on, when I went on the set in front of the camera, the guys, the producers said, ah, that's the Hulk. He's the man. So I knew right away I was going to be the Hulk because I was training for competition for bodybuilding, but I ended up putting my career on hold, and I ended up changing my career, ended up doing the Hulk TV show the next day. It just happened so fast. It was Ken Johnson and also Bill Bixby. They made the decision because Ken Johnson asked me to come down, and then he liked me for the screen test. Because before I got the job, Richard Kiel, who played George on Moonraker, was playing the Hulk, but they felt that he didn't have the muscles. So I ended up becoming the Hulk because the body was perfect. Well, the makeup took about 3 hours to put on. First, they had to put a nose piece, a forehead piece. They had to glue it to the skin. Then they put the special grease makeup on. And then they, two people come in, they put the body makeup on, like 5 coats of body makeup. They had to rub it on. And then after that was finished, it took like an hour and a half. The face took like an hour. Then they put the wig, the eyes and teeth. So 3 hours of makeup. And then most of the day, during the day, they had to keep retouching me because the makeup would have a tendency to run. It was very, very uncomfortable. My first memory of doing the show is I remember when I first met and got to talk with Bill Bixby. Because I used to love to watch Bill Bixby when I was a little kid. He'd done other TV series. I remember walked on the set. I couldn't believe that I'm making a movie. And this is me, I'm the Hulk, and I walked on the set, I was in the makeup. Everybody was like looking, and they couldn't believe what they saw. So it was like very exciting. You know, it changed my life. I can't walk on the street anymore because everybody knows who I am in every country in the world. I mean, I can walk around, cover my face, but people know it's me because of the body, the way I walk, the way I look and everything. So it made me famous all over the world. I went to Tahiti for my honeymoon. I remember we went to this island. They had no TV, no nothing. When I got off the ship, a little boy said, the Hulk, because the Hulk was playing in the movie theater. So right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean of Tahiti, they knew who I was. And I said to myself, the show is pretty popular. It's my favorite place to go because I've been to Japan, I've been to Cairo, Egypt, all over Europe. But I would probably be the best well-received was in South America, Argentina. I did about 95% of the stunts myself. We had a stuntman, but I did everything myself, jumping, running, everything. My favorite episode was called The King of the Beach. I played myself in the show with the Hulk. You see me and the Hulk. I played the owner of a restaurant and bodybuilding competition. Then you see me face the Hulk. It was a fantastic show because they did split screen and you see both, and everyone loved that show. first one was the Hulk, and the second one I did when I had to do this fight scene with the bear. So I remember I had to do the fight scene, I was with the bear, and before you see the Hulk, the bear and I were underwater. So when the director said, whenever you're ready, come up and say action, you come out of the shot because Bill Bixby was under the water, and then you see the Hulk come out of the water with the bear. So I jumped out of the water, and the bear comes out of the water, and the bear's mouth was green, and the whole crew was laughing. I said, why they're laughing? Because my wig came off, and it's floating in the lake, and everybody was laughing because I looked like a green Kojak. Everybody was laughing. I started to laugh, and the bear kept lifting its makeup, and everything's face is all green. So that was very funny. November 17th, 1977. It ended in 1980, and then it came back again. We did another show in 87, 88, 89. We did 3 more movies a week. That was The Return of the Hulk, The Triumph of the Hulk, and The Death of the Hulk. And then Bill got sick, and then everything was on a hold. Fantastic. Bill was a great guy to work with because he was the director, a producer, and he's very smart. He was like my mentor, and I learned a lot of things from him. We stayed in touch for many years, so eventually he got sick and passed away. Well, we talked because I didn't see him before he died. He didn't want to see anybody, but we talked from time to time. We were pretty close. He was a good friend of mine.
Única, como cada una de las hojas, refrescante, como el viento que las mueve. Es rica, es un sabor que no te imaginas. Es nativa. ¿Ya la probaste?
Well, I was very disappointed because Bill and I were going to make some more shows, and then Bill got sick, and then Universal put the end to the show because I could have done 10 more movies of the week. I could have came back and done the series because I just loved playing the Hulk.
Far out. Oh.
I still have the wig, and I still have some of the makeup. I have that in storage. I still save some of the clothes. When I put the makeup on, I did a commercial about 3 years ago in Spain, and for the retirement home. And I remember when I put the makeup on, I was having nightmares the day before because I didn't know what it was going to feel like. But then when the makeup was finished, and I remember shooting the commercial, everybody at the beach was all excited, saying, Hulk, there's a Hulk. Everybody was so excited because it's like history happening again. Even though the Hulk had the makeup on and he looked like a monster, but because of my sensitivity, I've learned to bring those feelings through the makeup and made the Hulk into a lovable creature. Yeah, because after the Hulk, I did another TV series called Trauma Center, and I did over 25 feature movies. And right now, I'm doing another TV series called The King of Queens, where I play myself on the show The Neighbor Next Door, where people get excited. They know that the Incredible Hulk lives in the neighborhood. So I've been doing this show now for 4 years. I have a wonderful wife and have great kids, and then, you know, everybody still knows me as the Hulk. And I know the movie came out, and I was in the movie. Everybody's so excited.
As far as I'm concerned, security ought to be Good morning, Dr. Krensler. Security ought to be beefed up a lot more. In a place like this,
The movie is different because the movie is CGI, it's like the comic book. But the movie is not like the series because the series is more emotional.
Presentamos el nuevo ayudín desengrasante. Limpia, desinfecta y desengrasa. Probalo.
But the movie, because the more angry the Hulk gets, the bigger he gets. So completely different, but a lot of people like the series. Some people like the movie because it's like the comic, the split screen. But there's a lot of mixed reviews, but I thought the movie, they did a great job. Ang Lee, he took it to the next level. He broke all boundaries to go to the special effects. Yes, I do miss Bill Bixby, and I do miss that I could have done more shows, but I'm happy the Hulk movie came back because I'm trying now to come back with a series to get up the Hulk. I'm going to find out from Universal because I would like to do more movies of the week of the Hulk. Yeah, when it comes on, I always watch it because now when I watch the Hulk, even though it's so many years later, I forget the show and I forget who's on the show. So when I watch it again, it reminds me, I remember I worked with this actor. Yeah, I did this show. Where did I film? And it's amazing to see myself because you forget a lot of this stuff. And I watch it now more as a fan than I did years ago because it's all new to me now. First time when I visited, it was fantastic because I remember I got off the plane. And I remember I thought maybe the head of Argentina was landing. There was like hundreds of people out in the street. So I walked with a friend of mine who was waiting for the find-out driver. And suddenly as I walked, the crowd came running towards me, chanting, Lou, Lou. They were so excited. It was like a whole motorcade for me, like a parade. So it was very exciting because I had a great time. And met a lot of nice, wonderful people. Yeah, when I was in South America a long time ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, Argentina, I remember I had to go someplace and they had me on the platform and all these people in the crowd. And I remember the guy came up, he said, look at all the girls out there and everything, all waving and everything. She said this in Spanish. He said, okay, say that. So he said, say it. I said, okay. I said, Aliamo chico bonita. So everybody's going crazy. I didn't understand what that meant. Everybody's screaming, going crazy, jumping on stage and everything. So it was a lot of fun. Something I never forgot because I enjoyed the language. I enjoyed the hospitality and the warmth of the people down there. They're a lot different than here. I wish more people here would be like down in South America. Well, my fans, I love the people in Argentina, and I love the fans in Argentina because every time I go to Argentina, I'm very well received, and I've never been treated better any place by fans, especially Argentina. And I hope someday to go back with more of the Hulk, you know, to do with the movie and more of the TV series, and go back, and then the new fans, I meet the new fans and everything, because I want to say thank you to them because they're real, die-hard, great fans of mine. rescate, emotivo. Okay. Rescate. Hi, family of Argentina. I will be rescate, emotivo. Hi, I would say the family of Argentina. I will be rescate, emotivo. Good. What were you saying? You want to say friends? Okay. To all my friends in Argentina, I will be on rescate, emotivo. Okay. You're good. How was that? What? Say all my friends. Come here. Emotivo. He's right. Okay, let's do it again. Emotivo. Hi to all my friends in Argentina. I will be on rescate, emotivo. Is that right? Okay, right. Is that right? Okay, right.